Moonshot, The Flight of Apollo 11 by Brian Floca. High above there is the moon, cold and quiet, no air, no life, but glowing in the sky. Here below there are three men who clothe themselves in special clothes, who click, lock hands in heavy gloves, who click, lock heads in large round helmets. It is summer here in Florida, hot and near the sea, but now these men are dressed for colder, stranger places. They walk with stiff and awkward steps, in suits not made for earth. They have studied and practiced and trained and said goodbye to family and friends. If all goes well, they will be gone for 1 week, gone where no one has been. Their two small spaceships are Columbia and Eagle. They sit atop the rocket that will raise them into space, a monster of a machine. It stands 30 stories. It weighs 6 million pounds. A tower full of fuel and fire, and valves and pipes and engines, too big to believe, but built to fly, the mighty, massive Saturn V. The astronauts squeeze into Columbia's sideways seats, lying on their backs, facing toward the sky. Neil Armstrong on the left, Michael Collins on the right, Buzz Aldrin in the middle. Click, and they fasten straps. Click, and the hatch is sealed. There they wait while the Saturn hums beneath them. Near the rocket and launch control and far away in Houston and mission control, there are numbers, screens, and charts, ways of watching and checking every piece of the rocket and ships, the fuel, the valves, the pipes, the engines, the beats of the astronauts' hearts. As the countdown closes, each man watching is asked the question, "Go? No go?" And each man watching answers back, "Go, go, go." Apollo 11 is go for launch. 10, 9, 8, 7. Ignition sequence started. Flames push hard against the pad, every second pushing harder. 6, 5, 4. But still the rocket does not rise. Mighty arms hold it steady. Hold it till the countdown's finished. 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. The rocket is released. It rises, foot by foot. It rises, pound by pound. It climbs the summer sky. It rides a flapping, crackling flame, and shakes the air, and shakes the earth, and makes a mighty roar. Armstrong, Collins, Aldrin ride the fire and thunder, pressed deep in their seats, their bodies as heavy as clay. The rocket below them sheds parts as it soars. Bolts explode, engines ignite. First stage, second stage, escape tower, gone. The rocket flies lighter, the rocket flies faster. In 12 minutes' time, it's 100 miles high. Then, after an orbit around the Earth, to talk with Mission Control, to check the course, to check the rocket and ships, the rocket's last stage fires again, pushing the astronauts on. And when the Earth has rolled beneath and rolled behind and let the astronauts go, the Saturn's last stage opens wide and releases Columbia, which was the rocket's tip, and also Eagle, hidden till now, a stranger ship, more bug than bird, a black and gold enfolded spider. Michael Collins, Columbia's pilot, turns her back around and locks Columbia to Eagle. Then Armstrong, Collins, Aldrin leave the last of the Saturn and travel on in their two small ships, joined together, flown as one. They go rushing into darkness, flying forward toward the moon, far away, cold and quiet, no air, no life, but glowing in the sky. On board Columbia and Eagle, Armstrong, Collins, Aldrin unclick gloves, unclick helmets, unclick the straps that hold them down, and float inside their small ships, their home for a week. Here there is no up or down. An astronaut can spin in air and turn a floor into a wall, or a ceiling to a floor. Here, on those sometimes ceilings, walls, and floors, everywhere, there are straps and screens and gauges, buttons, handles, hoses, and switches, switches, switches. There are food and clothes packed into corners. There are flight plans, flashlights, pens, and cameras, and they float too. They drift from hands and pockets. That's why there's Velcro everywhere, for holding things so they stay put. Here, where everything floats, it takes some skill to eat a meal. That ham salad sandwich? Watch those crumbs. Soup? It comes in a bag, dry as dust. Fix the bag to the water gun. Fill it, mix it, stir it up. Cream of chicken? Not too bad. Better than the peanut cubes. Here, where everything floats, it takes some skill to go to sleep. There are no beds or pillows. No night or day. There is always, though, the hum of circuits, the whir of machines, the thought of where you are, and the thought of where you're going. And one more thing. Here, where everything floats, everything, it takes